Captain Pausert was delighted to have the familiar decks of the Venture 7333 under his feet again. The Imperial Palace and the capital were all very grand and beautiful, if you liked marble and columns. Pausert preferred good, honest, unpretentious hull metal. He celebrated their return to space in their own ship with one of his trademark bad takeoffs. Goth shook her head. "You'll be the death of us yet, Captain," she said, smiling at him and getting up with her familiar, lithe, cat-like grace. "I really need to learn some more ship handling." She would have to, in fact. With Hulukdo Eldol having returned to Uldun with the Sedmans, they had only the old spacer Vizarn as crew, and of course, the Leewit. But the Leewit was still only 7 years old. She was useful on comms and on the Nova guns, but the mathematics of astrogation and the engineering side of the venture were still a bit much for her. Goth, on the other hand, was soaking it all up like blotting paper. She might only be not quite 14 Carries years old, the same age now as Malene was when he'd first encountered the witches on the Empire world of Porluma, but she was as reliable as any crewman. On difficult or dangerous sections of their journeys, he would split watches with her, rather than with old Vizarn. She had an iron nerve and a lot of common sense. Not for the first time, Captain Pausert wondered what he had done to be so lucky. But then luck, too, was a Clotha thing. And he'd always been a lucky gambler. He smiled to himself. He wondered if the Leewit, card-sharp extraordinary, had actually figured out that the captain played to lose, just enough to keep her happy and bathing without a fight. "We'll put in some teaching time," he said. "It's so good to be back on the Venture. Just us, the old team, back together again, eh?" "We need to use the Shewash drive to get us back to Carries," she said. "A couple of bursts will save us months of traveling, Captain." "Sure, and I won't try the modification I had in mind," he said cheerfully. "Clumping well better not," said the Leewit, who had just walked into the control room. "I've decided that I have to learn astrogation math," she announced. That was a reversal of her gleeful announcement of a few days earlier, when she told them all that she was going to be a healer and had no need of it. "Good," said Goth, nodding approvingly. "You never know, and the captain might need you."